There's a new restaurant featuring authentic Creole food inside Tulsa's Mother Road Market, 11th and Lewis. It's called LeRoux's Kitchen. Co-owners Renauld and Gabie joined us in our kitchen this morning to talk more about the restaurant. Good morning.
Morning. How you doing?
Great. Y'all brought this great spread for us. But first things first, Renauld, talk about your love of cooking, where this all started for you, how you got here.
So cooking is my love language, you know. This is how I convey how I feel. This is how I'm able to put a hug into a plate. I learned that from my mother, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of other women that I grew up around, them Southern Belles that you hear about. Yeah? They sparked it, man. You know? So I've been in this kitchen since 13.
Yes. That's great. Gabie, for you, where did this all start and how did you just really want to get involved in this? And okay, we're starting our own kitchen. We're gonna do this.
His cooking, I love it. It's, you can taste his intention, his love for it. And I've never had food like that, so to me it was like easy. Just support him, whatever he wants to do, his vision, and just fit in, you know, wherever I can.
Yeah, and I have a feeling, so I grew up in Ohio, I have a feeling I've never had food like this either because, you know, up north, you know, it's just, it just doesn't have quite the Creole, and I want you to describe to me, for folks who don't know, including me, Creole cuisine. What does that mean to you, Renauld?
Creole cuisine is really understanding the ancient activity it came from. Now, known to be derived from Spanish culture, West African culture, right? The Acadians, you had French, all those things arrive into this one ball. So understanding that and how these flavors been around since before I was obviously thought of, you know, that's the goal. So it's really about taking ingredients, right? Yeah. And making those ingredients create a conversation. Like, it has to be a conversation. When you eat these foods, you can tell stuff starts from the ground up. You can see the flavors, you can smell them, you know? And once they get on your taste buds, you're like, oh my God, we have something here.
I can see what drew you to this food, Gabie, and to Renauld.
Yes.
Well, tell me about the food. What are we, so just let's go around the horn here. So, Renauld, tell us about the gumbo and what makes a really good gumbo.
So, of course, that roux. It's about that roux, baby. Everybody gonna tell you, anybody gonna tell you about making a gumbo, your roux gotta be right? And then the combination of how you bring those flavors. What's your trinity? Holy trinity, right? So that's your onions, that's your peppers, that's your garlic, that's your celery. The ratio of those things, along with your seasonings that go off on top there. Picking a good sausage, making sure your chicken right, getting a good crab. We like to boil ours on the side so they could develop their own flavor, then bring them to the gumbo, and they sitting there like that. So right here is our chicken and sausage gumbo with the crab. Of course, you can see that's garnished with a little green onion just to set off that, you know.
And then mac and cheese.
Yes.
What is in this? What's the secret to great mac and cheese? Because everybody says that they have good mac and cheese, but I mean, you know, there's got to be a secret here.
Nah, so we destructed it. Instead of putting in one so it get dry, we start off by making a mac sauce, butter, little cream cheese, hit it with 3 different cheeses, make sure it's all mixed down, your heavy creams, good milks like that, right? So get that cooked, season up, hit that with a little bit of yaa. Yaa in New Orleans, it means a lot of things, but in this essence, the flavor. So this right here, a little bit of Parmesan to give it off a nice little zing, and that's how you get that flavor.
Tess?
Yeah.
You want to dig in here?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't going to miss out on this.
I'm going to do family style here as y'all just answer me one question here about Greenwood Ave magazine. What does that mean to you in being featured in a black-owned magazine where you're talking about the culture, multiple cultures being mixed with your cuisine? What does that mean to you?
It means everything, honestly. It's one of those things where you write stuff on papers. We talk about manifesting and all this, but to know the historical value that come behind Greenwood and to be able to add to the movement of what's going forward. So to build a business coming from what we call the trap kitchen. Yes. Our cuisine is based on having that fine dining in a fast casual setting. So to be able to present that in today's time, to bring a business to Tulsa that actually do community work, put out good food, and understand the network and capabilities for working with others. That's what Greenwood was about, was showing that, hey, what I'm doing and what you're doing don't mean we have to block each other, don't mean we have to stop each other in no capacity. You know, it's room for everybody. There's room to make things happen, and sometimes you can collab and make things even better. So
This is phenomenal, Tess.
I feel the hug you were talking about.
You understand?
Okay, how do people find you? How do people find you and go to your restaurant?
So they can find us LeRoux's Kitchen. That's on Facebook or on Instagram. You can definitely come up to Mother Road Market. That's 1124 South Lewis Avenue. Check us out over there, baby. You can't miss it.
This stuff is great. And your mother is in here.
Yes, my mom is. That's Miyagi. I call her Miyagi. I got my crane kick from her.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, I got my crane kick from her. I always make sure they know that.
I feel like I need to come and spend some time in y'all's kitchen.
Hey,
really
definitely come on. We'll make sure you're right. They'll be like, hold on, girl, you cooking like that?
She
out on you, Tess. It's cinnamon rolls.
That's her bread pudding.
That's that bread pudding. That's my mom's recipe right there.
I'm sorry. These do not look like cinnamon rolls. This looks like bread pudding. We'll be back after this break. Renauld, Gabie, thank you so much. LeRoux's Chicken, check it out.
Yes, indeed.